everyone! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Batas with Attorney Claire Castro. Ang pag-usapan natin ngayon ay ang warrant of arrest na na-issue na ng Davao RTC laban kay na Pastor Apollo Kibuloy at sa kanyang mga ibang kasama na sina Jackie Lee Roy, Crescente Canada, Pauline Canada, Ingrid Canada, and Sylvia Camanes. Sina Kibuloy at ibang mga kasama ay nakasuhan na ng paglabag sa Republic Act 7610 o yung Anti-Child Abuse Law. Ito ay patungkol sa provision on sexual abuse of minor and maltreatment. Noon pa palang March 14, 2024 nakapag-issue ang Davao RTC ng warrant of arrest. Pero ang pag-implement nito o ang pagpapatupad nito ay sinuspindi muna. Matapos na ang korte ay mabigyan ng impormasyon na sina Kibuloy at ang kanyang mga kasama ay nagsampa ng motion for reconsideration sa Department of Justice. Pero ngayon, ang sabi nga ng korte, lumagpas na nga daw yung takdang panahon. Ang ibinibigay kasi sa DOJ para maresolba ang isang motion for reconsideration ay 60 days. Pero ayon nga rito ay lumagpas na yung araw na dapat na ito ay maresolba at hanggang sa ngayon ay hindi pa nagkakaroon ng resolution ang nasabing motion for reconsideration. At dahil nga lumagpas na yung panahon, kailangan na ma-implement ang sinasabing warrant of arrest. Ayon nga sa korte, nadetermina nila sa pamamagitan ng judicious examination at sa pag-aaral ng information na mayroong probable cause para ma-issue yung warrant of arrest laban sa mga taong ito. At dahil ang korte ay nirerespeto ang equal rights ng parehong prosecution at defense, ay kinakailangan nilang i-exercise itong speedy disposition and speedy trial. At kailangan lamang ito talagang gampanan ng nasabing korte. Ang complaint na ito na nakasampa ngayon sa Davao RTC ay patungkol doon sa sinasabing dating miyembro ng Davao-based Kingdom of Jesus Christ na sinasabing siya ay na-sexually abused noong taong 2014 nung siya ay 17 years old pa lamang. Sa una ay na-dismiss ito sa Office of the City Prosecutor ng Davao, pero nagsampa nga ang nasabing biktima ng petition for review sa Office of the Justice Secretary para mabago ang desisyon ng Davao City Prosecutor's Office.
The Department of Justice has ordered the filing of child abuse and qualified trafficking cases against Kingdom of Jesus Christ leader Pastor Apollo Kibuloy. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla makes the announcement as the DOJ grants the petition for review pending before the department for over 4 years. The Davao City Prosecutor's Office dismissed the complaints of rape, child abuse, trafficking in persons through forced labor, and trafficking in persons through sexual abuse against Kibuloy and 5 other individuals. Following the granting of petition for review, the Office of the City Prosecutor of Davao City was ordered to file the case for violation of Republic Act 7610 or the Anti-Child Abuse Law, specifically the provision of sexual abuse of a minor. According to Remulla, the case for qualified human trafficking will be filed before the Pasig Court. Both chambers of Congress have begun their own investigations into Kibuloy and the Kingdom of Jesus Christ. The Senate is probing allegations of abuses he committed against women and children, while the House of Representatives is looking into alleged violations by KJC-owned Sunshine Media Network Incorporated of the terms of its franchise. The U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation had put out wanted posters of Kibuloy in 2022 for his alleged participation in a labor trafficking scheme that brought church members to the United States via fraudulently obtained visas, forced the members to solicit donations for a bogus charity. Kibuloy has denied allegations of rape and other illegal activities.
Itong kaso ng child abuse sa Davao City, ang nagrekomenda ang prosecutor ng bail o piyansa na nagkakahalaga ng 180,000 pesos for the sexual assault at 80,000 pesos for the maltreatment. So dito maaari sila mag-post ng bail. Magkakaroon sila ng pansamantalang kalayaan kapag sila ay nakapag-lagak ng piyansa. Pero ang sabi nga ng DOJ, eventually ay magsasampa sila ng transfer of venue mula sa Davao papuntang Manila to avoid possible threats and intimidation sa Davao City. Pero yung kaso naman patungkol sa qualified human trafficking laban kay na Pastor Kibuloy, walang bail na recommended dito for his temporary liberty. So, kahit nakapagpiyasa sila sa kasong child abuse, pero kapag lumabas na rin ang warrant of arrest para sa qualified human trafficking, hindi pa rin sila mabibigyan ng pansamantalang kalayaan, maliban lamang kung sila ay magpa-file ng petition for bail at ito ay mag-grant kung mapapatunayan nila na yung evidence of guilt is not that strong.
Ferdinand Topacio, the lawyer of self-proclaimed appointed Son of God Apollo Kibuloy, is challenging Senator Risa Hontiveros to file criminal complaints against the Kingdom of Jesus Christ. Topacio's dare comes after Hontiveros filed a resolution at the Senate seeking to investigate Kibuloy and his church's alleged involvement in criminal activities such as sexual abuse and human trafficking. In a phone interview with reporters, Topacio challenges Hontiveros to take her witnesses to the court where the fight is fair and there is due process. The lawyer adds that holding the trial in the Senate puts them at a disadvantage. In a press conference, Hontiveros showed testimonies of two former members of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, Arlene Stonebeard being forced to solicit funds and sell goods for the church, adding she received physical punishment if she didn't meet her quota.
Isa po ako sa bestseller ni Kibuloy, kaya ako po ay isa sa mga naipadala sa Manila upang kami po ay magtinda ng mga puto at kutsinta. Kapag kami po ay hindi po makakota at hindi po mabinta ang aming mga paninda, kami po ay may mga punishment. Isa po sa punishment namin ay pinapalo po kami, pinapa-fasting, pinapahiya po sa harapan ng mga workers. At kami po ay dinidisfellowship. At ako po ay nakaranas mismo ng pamamalo galing kay Kibuloy. It was 60 slashes po at ako din po ay nakaranas na babatukan ni Kibuloy. At ako din po ay nakaranas na ipahiya sa harapan ng mga members at workers ni Kibuloy.
Similar to what Stone revealed, 15-year-old alias Jackson revealed he was also forced to solicit funds for the organization.
Nung bago pa ako, nasampal ako noong December 1999. Unang sampal ko yun. Yung ministro kasi, yung remittance ko doon dati, 500, 400, 300. Pinakamalit ko 300, 500. Kasi hindi ko naman alam talaga yung ano. Hindi kasi ako lumaki sa ganyan.
O iyan ang hamon mo, Pastor Kibuloy, sa korte dalhin. Nasa korte na yung mga kaso. Labas na!
Pastor Apollo Kibuloy of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ admits being in hiding due to a supposed plot to have him killed amid pressure from the Senate and the House of Representatives for him to face their hearing. In a voice message uploaded on YouTube, Kibuloy accuses the United States government of orchestrating an assassination plot against him. Kibuloy says he had to put off a press conference because his life is under threat, adding that he won't show his face for now. According to Kibuloy, instead of having him arrested, U.S. authorities had supposedly planned to enter his compound and have him kidnapped or murdered. He also claims that President Bongbong Marcos had supposedly connived with the U.S. to execute the kill plot against him. The U.S. Embassy, however, denies to engage with Kibuloy's allegations, saying that questions about legal proceedings should be directed to the U.S. Department of Justice. The U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation had put out wanted posters of Kibuloy in 2022. Kibuloy had been facing various sex trafficking charges in the U.S. and bulk cash smuggling. This is the first time in weeks that the self-proclaimed appointed Son of God speaks to the public amid the congressional inquiries that had been seeking his presence. The Senate had subpoenaed him to appear before the Committee on Women, Children and Family Relations and Gender Equality, which is probing the allegations of abuses he committed against women and children. Meanwhile, the House had also required his presence on March 12 before its Committee on Legislative Franchises, which is investigating alleged violations by Kingdom of Jesus Christ-owned Sunshine Media Network International of its term of franchise. Throughout his message, Kibuloy never mentions whether he is honoring the subpoenas. He, however, says the processes are only in place to demonize him and destroy his reputation. In his statement, Kibuloy hints that he is in a rural village in Davao City.
Magpapakita ka ba? Lalabas ba ang tapang mo? Ngayong nasa korte na ang mga kaso laban sa'yo? Huwag kang matakot, Pastor Kibuloy. Manalig ka sa Panginoon. Ang pananalig mong yan ang magbibigay sa iyo ng kalayaan. The truth will set you free. Kung hindi ka matatakot, ibig lamang sabihin ay malinis ang iyong konsensya at wala kang ginawang mali. Pero bakit lumalabas na ayaw mo nang magpakita? May itinatago ka ba talaga? Hanggang dito muna po tayo. Hanggang sa muli, magkita't magkarinigan tayo. Ako po sa Tony Claire Castro, ipapalalang, wag tulugan ang inyong karapatan.